behind Divinely Classic. Thank you so much for joining. It's just very relaxing Sunday chat. Just come back from church and I thought, let me say hello. Let me mute this music or let me reduce it. And I just wanted to touch base with everybody and discuss what's been happening with me. So I've got great news to share. I've lost some weight. Yay! The last couple of days, I think since Tuesday, I've been doing calorie deficit diet. So I reduce my calories daily. And then the reason I started was I knew that this week I would not be able to go to the gym. I knew that I would struggle because of time, life generally. I knew this week was going to be a bit tight for me to go to the gym. I also wanted to do something to lose some weight, and I realized that when I kind of put a target or set a target or put a time to say, okay, I'm 7 days, I'm going to do this, 5 days, I'm going to do this, 2 weeks, I'm going to do this. It helps me a lot. So I thought, let me start 7 days of calorie deficit diet because I can't go to the gym now. And started since on Tuesday, I think, and I weighed myself. When I started with 78.1 kilograms, which is on the high side for me because of my BMI and everything. And today I weighed myself, I'm 77 on the dot. So in the last 1 week, average of 1 week that I've been doing this, I've lost 1.1 kg. And that's really, it's really reassuring for me to say, oh, at least the scale is moving, you know, backwards, which is what we want, you know, as a weight loss person, or you're trying to lose weight, you constantly want to see that scale go to the other side. So I felt really happy, and I've been sharing my meals. I don't know if I've been sharing it on YouTube as much as I should, but I've been very consistent with sharing it every day on Facebook, what I've eaten. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. Hi, K-pop Demand Hunters, thank you so much for joining. Please share this video, and thank you so much for joining on Facebook as well. On Facebook, Adebanjo Mary Shem, I can see you. Please share. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, thank you so much. YouTube, I can see you as well. I've got a lot of people on YouTube actually. Yeah, so I thought this is going really well, and I'm gonna extend it. And when I finish the 7 days, I think on Monday, I'm going to extend it and do even more. And so far, I'm seeing the positive of this calorie deficit. So I thought, let me talk about it, about what calorie deficit diet is all about. Calorie deficit diet, you know, first and foremost, we would define what calories are. Not everybody understand what calorie means. You know, we use the word, and I say it all the time, there are terms that we use all the time that we don't really know the meaning. So if somebody asks you what is calorie, what does it mean to you? And basically calories are units of energy, specially, oh, beg your pardon, calories are units of energy that specially measure units of energy, especially in food and drink. Sorry, I'll start again. Calories are units of energy in food and drink. Basically, what they do, they measure the amount of energy in our food or our drink. So if you're eating something, you are drinking something, it's the calorie content of that food that will measure the amount of energy that you can get from that food. That's what calories are. And the amount of energy, daily calories differ for different people. For men, according to NHS, your daily calories should be an average of 2,500 calories, and for women, 2,000 calories. So according to NHS, your daily calorie for the average man should be 2,500, and for the female should be 2,000 calories. And this is dependent on age as well, on your weight, on your height, and how much exercise you do. This is because as we get older, our metabolism slows down, so your body will not process food as it would, so you are expected to eat less calories. That's why they say it is dependent on age, on weight, on height, and how much exercise you do. But on average, men should be expected to eat 2,500 calories, while women should be expected to eat 2,000 calories. And if you are somebody who is big about weight loss, about healthy eating, calories is something that you need to understand more, that you need to measure. Not everybody is a fan of measuring calories, but I particularly find that helpful in this journey, or on my journey of weight loss. I tend to check my calories every meal I'm having when I can. Anyway, I try most times to check how much calories are in the food. Now, when I go to the shop, I'm trying to get my groceries done. If it's the one that's got package and tells you how much calories each 100 gram contains, I always check the calories. I'm always reading, always checking what calories I would get when I made that food. And then the interesting thing about calories is that when you consume more calories than you burn, you're going to gain weight. Remember, we talked about average calorie. I'll use female because I'm a female, being 2,000 calories. When you eat more than you burn, you're going to gain weight. So that's where weight loss, calorie, and exercise comes in. When you eat less calories than you normally eat, you will lose weight. Very simple. The first one, if you consume more calories than you burn, you gain weight. If you consume less calorie than you normally eat, you're going to lose weight. And that's what I've been doing in the past about a week now. Normally, I would eat average of 2,000 calories a day, or sometimes even more. But what I've done in the last 1 week, I've been eating maximum 1,200 calories, 1,100 calories. Like yesterday was about 900 and something. I just paid more attention to what I was putting in my plate, on my plate. And like I mentioned before I started, I've already lost some weight. I've lost 1 kg in the last couple of days that I've been doing it. That's because I've not only been watching my calories, I've been mindful of what I put in my plate. I reduced the amount of carb as well. As we know, and if you watch my previous videos, carb is a high calorie food, just like fat is a high calorie food. So you have to choose your calories. And I've been choosing more fats because they will keep me fuller for longer. I've been choosing more protein because they will keep me fuller for longer. I eat more vegetables because vegetables naturally have less calories. So you have to be mindful when you talk about calorie deficit. What you put in your plate also matters a lot to be able to reach your goal. Okay. Another interesting thing about calories is that when you exercise more, you're going to lose weight. I'll start again. You consume more calories than you burn, you gain weight. You eat less calorie than you would normally eat, you lose weight. You exercise more, you lose weight. So I've just said that I lost weight earlier. If I had done exercise of any, I did do exercise this morning at home, but if I had been very if I'd had more time to go to the gym all through the week, I would definitely have lost more than I did. I can say that for a fact. That's because I've combined calorie deficit. I have also exercised, because exercising, you are burning the energy. So I will definitely lose weight. And lastly, if you eat more calories than you lose or than you use, you're going to gain weight. So you're eating more than you use. Again, talking about the effect of exercise, on this weight loss journey, it's very important that we eat less calorie to lose some weight. So if you eat more calories than you use or that you burn, you will gain weight. So choose your struggle. So are you going to struggle with, oh, I need to eat, and you eat everything? Or are you going to say, oh, do you know what, for this week, for next week? And they say when you do things consistently, they become habits, then they become a lifestyle. So it's important that we are mindful of the choices that we make, because they will impact on our health. And I don't want this video to be too long. I'll be ending it here. Just want to say thank you so much for watching. I'm still continuing on the calorie deficit. For today, I've exercised in the morning. I haven't had anything since morning. I'm still fasting, which I will be breaking soon. But because I have that much calories to play with, I can eat what I want. And God help me, I'll be sensible with my diet. But I still have a lot that I eat calories to play with, so I will definitely do it. So somebody said season it a bit, put a little bit of salt, and cheese is just sugar lactose. Is it? Cheese is just sugar lactose. Cheese is high fat. I'm reading that from YouTube. Thank you so much for that. Anyway, cheese is high fat, high protein as well, very low carbohydrates. So you, like I mentioned earlier, you have to choose your calories. Where do you want to get your calories from? Do you want to get it from fat, or do you want to get it from carbohydrate? The thing about getting your calories from carbohydrate, or more of your calories from carbohydrate, is that it's going to fizzle out very shortly. It doesn't stay long because carbohydrate is sugar. It gives you that sugar rush, and sooner or later you feel hungry, and then you want to eat more. That's the thing about carbohydrate. But if you had more protein, if you had more fats, healthy fats, now you tend to be fuller for longer. Yeah, fasting is good as well. Fasting is very good. I love intermittent fasting. Like, I started my fast 6 o'clock and 6 p.m. Last night, and I still haven't broken. That's because I intend to fast for long, so I can settle down and eat what I want to eat later. Yeah, fasting is very good. It helps me a lot. And if you want even more speed, you fast and you break your fast with a healthy fat. You break your fast with healthy fats and try to be consistent with that healthy eating. You will definitely see results. And that's why when people do keto diets, they tend to lose weight a lot. My only issue with keto diet is that it's not very sustainable. I don't think it's something that I can sustain for a long time. And most times when you can sustain something, you're gonna crash, and then you're back to square one. That's why I generally don't advise keto diet. I like my intermittent fasting. I like my calorie deficit diet. It helps me. Yeah, avocado is good. Avocado is very good. I've got some avocado in the fridge now, and tomorrow I've just looked at my fridge and I thought this is my breakfast or brunch for tomorrow. Avocado is very good. It's a healthy fat, and got good protein, good fat as well. So avocado is very good. I love it. So you said bread, meat, cheese. That's most of my whole diet. Yeah, bread is good as well, and I try to eat bread. I don't like cutting anything out of my diet because our bodies are funny. It's that thing that you cut out that it will crave. I don't know about you, but when I cut out sugar for too long, say, oh, I don't want to eat bread, I don't want no carb, that's what I will keep craving. Okay, so I eat bread. I went to shop on Friday, Saturday. I actually bought bread, brown bread anyway, wholemeal bread, because I know I will get more fiber from that. I know that it will have less what you call it now, less sugar. Obviously it's got that calorie as white bread, not as much as white bread anyway, but the sorry, you said aren't not healthy fats too. Yeah, not a healthy fat. The only thing about this healthy fat is that you tend to get a lot of calories from them. They are calorie dense, they are fat dense, they're very good. But a handful of peanuts, you'll be amazed how many calories you can get from that. Just a handful of peanuts, you get so much calories that you think, whoa. I realized I like peanuts. I love peanuts. I love cashew nuts. But when I did my research some time ago, I realized that 10 whole peanuts is 60 calories. So actually, I try most times to count 10 that I'll eat. Most times I just grab and put a lot in my mouth. But when I'm on a deficit like this, or trying to be on a deficit, I try to count how many calories I have in there. So imagine if 10 whole peanuts give you 60 calories, 20, 30, how many calories will you be having from there? So we have to be mindful. White bread tastes nicer, though. I do agree. I do agree. White bread does taste nice, but you need to look at your health. You need to look at more than the taste now. In the next 5 years, would you be saying the same thing? In the next 10 years, would you be saying, oh, I wish I wasn't a lover of white bread? I'm not trying to demonize white bread because occasionally I do have them. I wish I wasn't a lover of fizzy drink because at the end of the day, your body is going to tell you. Your body is going to ask you about the health choices that you made yesteryears. So if you like eating the wrong stuff and enjoying them, what about your blood sugar? What about your blood pressure? These are things that we need to consider. Okay, white bread tastes nicer, yeah, and popcorn with a little bit of salt is good for a snack. Yeah, it's very healthy. Cashew are good too. Yes, I agree. But let's be mindful of how much we are eating because they are calorie dense. I bought a container some time ago and I filled it with nuts, just for snacking. And then I realized I was getting addicted to it. Each time I just go and grab a handful and I was gaining weight. Yes, I was eating the right food, but I was gaining weight. And I had to stop. I'm like, it's not working. It's being counter productive now. It's not really doing what I ask it to do. Yes, I'm getting the good fat, I'm getting the nuts from it, but I'm actually gaining more weight. So we have to be careful about what we are eating, even when we do calorie deficit diets. Thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you so much. Oh, please share this video. If you haven't followed, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, Divinely Classic, please share. We do share healthy meal idea, and hopefully when I'm able to, I will be doing live when I am cooking, just for you to see what my meals are or how I make my food. I'm going to end this video now because I need to go out. Thank you ever so much. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, YouTube. And I hope you have a good day. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.